Today, we have a very special field trip for you. You can probably imagine there are lots of different ways to recycle things from inside your house, but what about outside? When we prevent anything from going to the landfill, we have recovered that material. And when we grind tree branches and limbs your family might cut from their trees into mulch, for example, it doesn't go to the landfill. It becomes recycled material. That material can help our community in lots of ways, including mulch for helping to grow plants and vegetables. Would you like to see how that process works? Let me introduce you to a friend who sees this process every day and works alongside the big trucks that make it happen.
Hi guys, my name is Gilbert. I'm here at the Bitters Brush Site Recycling Facility. I want to tell you guys more about the equipment that's happening behind me as well as the material that we have here on site. The big gray one that's back there, that's the tub grinder. It's basically like a wood chipper on its side, and the name of that one is called the Hogzilla. Very funny name. I know everybody kind of likes that one now. The machine that's loading it is called a material handler. It's a big crane. Basically grabs a brush, puts it back in. The supporting equipment is a rubber tire loader with a claw attachment, and it grabs the brush, it moves the brush, it puts it in front where the machine can grab it and load it to the grinder. The other supporting machine is either a bulldozer or a rubber tire loader with a big bucket, and that moves the mulch out of the way and it puts it in the nice windrows that we have that you can see behind me.
So, how many tons of brush and organic material does this facility collect per month?
Roughly around 5,000, 4,000 in that area.
And what would that look like if you had to spread it all out?
Roughly about half a football field maybe.
What happens with all of that material once it's ground up by these big machines?
The pile that you have that's behind me or to my right, that one is actually coming out of the machine behind me directly. That's the product that you get out. And once the brush basically hits the ground, inside 30 days, we'll be grinding that brush. You know, sometimes sooner, most of the time that's what we shoot for. But that's kind of what we're asking to do as far as our quota that we have ourselves is inside 30 days. This smaller pile to my left-hand side, that one is basically this mulch behind me, grinded twice. We put it into a different machine and it grinds it and it comes out with a nicer looking product. And that's the fine mulch that we have. And the compost is processed from a different facility and it gets brought to us.
And so now the big question, how do you get to drive one of these?
In order to operate these machines, the training that you need is pretty extensive at some point. It's kind of learn as you go. When it comes to mechanics, it's all four of your limbs. You got a brake pedal on your left-hand side, a gas pedal on your right. Your right hand controls the boom that moves up and down, and then the left hand is, of course, the steering wheel that gets you moving back and forth. And in between all that, you got to move forward, move back. So it takes some time to learn. It's a bit of a learning curve, but once you get it, it's kind of like riding a bike.
We have many well-trained men and women, as you'll see, operating this vehicle that work hard in our department to provide the best and safest service to our city. Gilbert, can you tell us why safety is so important?
Safety here is the utmost. It's very, very important. We got to make sure everyone's safe from operating the machines well, even to the point of making sure everyone's okay, because it can get hot out here and sometimes you're in a little machine and it gets hot in that machine.
So there you have it. It takes a lot to go from tree branches to mulch. The solid waste management employees take a lot of care and pride in their jobs, from driving these huge vehicles to keeping each other safe and hydrated. It's a team effort.